Oh, we can't raise the minimum wage because if we do, the burger will be $20. Did you know in Australia, the minimum wage is 3 times what it is here? But for some reason, the burger cost is not 3 times the price.
But conveniently, what you forgot to mention is that they only have a population of 28 million, and the United States has roughly 322 million more people living here. On top of that, Australia fully endorses capitalism. They have a mixed market economy. They are fully endorsing it, and they have one of the strongest border securities I've ever seen. So if what you're saying is you want us to be more like Australia, you want us to fully endorse capitalism while securing our borders. And I agree.
So before I continue, go ahead and put in the comments section, do you believe that the United States should be more like Australia? Especially based off of her reasoning. Is it down there? Great. So whether it is or not, we're going to continue on because I'm not going to wait for everybody. So let's tackle this one by one. Yes, we have a significantly higher population. However, when you calculate in population density and the fact that about 83% of their land is uninhabitable, they have a higher density, yet have lower cost of housing. They do have a slightly higher cost of living, but they have a lower cost of housing. And honestly, the social programs are the things that help keep that lower cost of house or lower cost down. But you also mentioned that they're fully embracing capitalism, yet you also immediately contradicted yourself by saying they have a mixed market economy. A mixed market economy does embrace capitalism, but also maintains having government intervention, something that FDR was a big fan of. People like to say that FDR was democratic socialist. He was not. But he did want safeguards on the capitalism. So let's now talk about their border security. All right, so their border security is actually pretty smart. One, they check visas before boarding. They make sure that you're eligible to come into Australia before you even board the plane. It's a fantastic idea. That's something that we should really consider adopting. They also track everybody that's coming into Australia, something that we should really consider tracking. And no, flock cameras do not count as tracking. But they're also surrounded by an island, which really helps out. It is really hard to sneak into Australia comparative to the United States. And am I an advocate for illegal immigration? Absolutely not. But I am stating some facts there. And their border security costs significantly less than what we spend in the United States for border security. Now, let's get into some other things, like their taxes. Because yes, when you calculate in the average tax paid by a Australian, it's like 3% higher. However, they have universal health care. And when you calculate in our taxes and healthcare comparative to their taxes, which includes their healthcare, we spend more money. Yeah, we spend more money on that. It's one of the things that helps keep their health up. It's also one of the things that helps keep their costs down. Because when people have access to preventative care, we don't have to pay for it when they go into emergency care because they couldn't afford preventative care. So, this whole time, you thought that you were advocating for MAGA, advocating for capitalism, and advocating for strong borders. And instead, you just advocated for the Democratic Party. I'm a libertarian, sitting there saying that you advocated for the Democratic Party. Congratulations. You are the weakest link.